All right, so here's the deal with Palo Alto Networks this quarter. The big headline, they're shooting for a 28% margin. Yeah, that's a pretty bold target. And Wall Street is watching to see if they can beat that $0.87 earning number. Honestly, it's the kind of a thing that makes you lean in a little closer to your screen. Now, check out this first chart. See that green bar? And that's their next-gen security business. It's up 37% year over year. To put that in plain English, their newest products are flying off the shelves way faster than the rest of the company. That's not just good, that's the kind of a growth that gets investors excited. But here's the funny thing. If you look at this stock chart, PANW's stock price has been kind of stuck. It's been hanging out around $193 for a while. It's like everyone's waiting for a reason to make a move. And honestly, earning could be the thing that finally gets the stock out of this rut. Last quarter, they just crushed it. Revenue, profits, margins. They beat expectations across the board. It's like they're threading the needle between growing fast and actually making money, which isn't easy in tech. Now, let's zoom out and see how they stack up against the competition. This chart's pretty telling. PANW's growth line is climbing while some of their biggest rivals are basically flat. It's clear their strategy, selling a full security platform instead of just one-off products, is working. And speaking of platform, look at this. 68% of their biggest customers are using 3 or more PANW's products. That's a huge sign that customers aren't just dabbling, they're all in. Once you're using that many tools from one company, you're probably sticking around. Back to the margins for a second. See that dashed yellow line? That's their margin hitting 28%. Most of their competitors are nowhere near that. It's not a sign that they're just growing, they're growing efficiently. Here's a quick stat break. That next-gen segment, the one growing 37%, that's way faster than the company's overall 14% revenue growth. So the exciting stuff is really pulling up the average. Now, I know some folks look at PANW's price and think, isn't this stock kind of expensive? But here's the thing, when you've got margins and growth like this, it starts to make sense why investors are willing to pay up. Here's something wild. If cyber attacks goes up 20%, which, let's be honest, could totally happen, PANW's earning could actually rise by 4%. That's the kind of a built-in defense you want in a weird market. And get this, they've beaten earnings expectations for 8 quarters in a row. That's not luck. And that's consistency. The big question is, can they keep the streak alive this quarter? And what's the upside here? Bulls say stock could hit $240, bears say $130, but honestly, reality is probably somewhere in the middle. Around $210 feels fair based on the numbers. Of course, there are risks. The biggest? Giants like Microsoft bundling security into their products. That could make it tough for PANW to stand out, especially with big enterprise customers. So what's my move? I'm thinking accumulate. Not going all in at once, but buying a little at a time. The fundamentals look solid, especially if you believe in the whole platform approach. Let me know what you think. Are you buying, holding, or selling PANW here? Drop your take below. And if you like these breakdowns, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Before we wrap, here's something cool. PANW is going big on AI. They're using it to spot threats, respond automatically, and even predict attacks before they happen. I'm really curious to see how much progress they show in the next update. And keep an ear out for this on the earnings call. If they guide for margins above 28%, that's a strong sign they're feeling confident about the next few quarters. I leave you with a quote from their CEO. Platformization and AI are how we stay ahead as threats get more complex. Honestly, that's the whole game right now. And hey, over coffee this past weekend, a friend joked, so you're asking us what you should do? Maybe I am. Buy, sell, or hold? You tell me in the comments.